The 2026 Kawasaki Z1100 RS is not just a motorcycle, it's a time machine dressed in modern armor. A roaring tribute to the original 1980s C-Series heritage, the Z1100 RS takes everything Kawasaki has learned over the decades and wraps it in one beautifully muscular, technologically advanced neo-retro package. It's aimed squarely at riders who want the raw thrills of classic big-bore inline-fours, paired with the finesse and reliability of 21st-century engineering. For fans of the Z1, Zephyr, and even the recent Z900 RS, the Z1100 RS is Kawasaki's boldest love letter yet to its heritage and a performance beast that stands tall in the modern landscape. Right off the bat, the bike's design is jaw-dropping. It's unapologetically retro, yet it doesn't fall into the trap of being retro for the sake of nostalgia. Instead, it feels intentional. The round LED headlamp pays homage to the original Z-Series, flanked by clean, minimalistic turn indicators and a slightly modernized twin-pod instrument cluster, part digital, part analog. The sculpted fuel tank retains those classic Z lines with subtle ear recesses, and the iconic ducktail rear cull flows beautifully into the flat, ribbed seat. Every line screams 80s muscle, but every detail whispers modern precision. Kawasaki has done something incredibly smart with the Z1100 RS by not over-digitizing it. Yes, it comes equipped with a high-tech TFT screen, ride-by-wire throttle, selectable ride modes, traction control, and cornering hubs, but the overall feel of the bike remains analog, mechanical, and visceral. The switchgear is tactile, the bars are wide and low, and the controls encourage rider engagement over automation. Underneath the retro styling lies a thoroughly modern heart, a newly developed 1.089cc inline-four engine. This power plant is derived from Kawasaki's superbike DNA, but it's been tuned to deliver usable torque across the rev range, rather than chasing redline horsepower. The result: around 136 horsepower and 110 Nm of torque delivered smoothly and predictably. That means you get strong, exhilarating acceleration in any gear, making the Z1100 RS as happy on twisty back roads as it is on long highway pulls. The engine revs clean and smooth, but it's not sterile. It still gives that characteristic Kawasaki growl, especially with the tuned dual exhaust system that mimics the 4x2 layout of the original Z bikes. The 6-speed gearbox is slick and precise, paired with an assist and slipper clutch that keeps downshifts trauma-free even under aggressive riding. Kawasaki has also thrown in an optional quickshifter up and down, which makes spirited riding even more rewarding. The fueling is refined to near perfection, with none of the snatchiness or lag often seen in large-capacity bikes. Suspension is handled by fully adjustable 43mm inverted front forks and a horizontal backlink rear shock. The balance Kawasaki has struck here is impressive. It's compliant enough for everyday road use, yet firm enough for fast-paced riding without excessive dive or wallow. Whether you're carving through canyon roads or simply commuting, the Z1100 RS offers composure and confidence. Braking duties are managed by dual 320mm front discs with radially mounted monoblock calipers and a 250mm rear disc, backed by Kawasaki's intelligent cornering ABS. The feel through the lever is progressive, offering plenty of bite when needed without being grabby. The inclusion of AMU-based electronics also means better stability under hard braking in varied conditions. On the chassis front, the Z1100 RS uses a lightweight trellis frame, designed to offer the right mix of rigidity and flex. This, combined with the well-balanced 17-inch wheel setup and grippy Bridgestone Battlex tires, gives the bike a poised yet playful character. It tips into corners with confidence and holds a line effortlessly, with enough feedback to keep the rider engaged. Despite its big bike presence, the Z1100 RS handles like something much smaller, making it remarkably accessible even for riders not used to liter-class machines. Ergonomically, Kawasaki has done a brilliant job. The wide flat seat, mid-set foot pegs, and slightly forward-leaning handlebars strike an ideal balance between comfort and aggression. It's a bike you can tour on all day without fatigue, yet still tuck in for a spirited ride through the twisties. The seat height is 820 mm, offering a good compromise between low-slung looks and upright comfort. And at just under 235 kilograms curb weight, it's not featherweight, but it carries its mass low and evenly, making low-speed maneuvering easy and confidence-inspiring. Technology-wise, the Z1100 RS gets all the goodies you'd expect from a 2026 premium machine. You get Kawasaki's Radiology app connectivity, enabling smartphone pairing, ride telemetry, turn-by-turn navigation, and even over-the-air updates. There's also cruise control, which is a welcome feature on long highway rides. The bike features 3 ride modes: Sport, Road, and Rain, and a customizable rider mode that lets you dial in your own settings for throttle response, power delivery, and traction control. What really sets the Z1100 RS apart from rivals is how it blends heritage with innovation. Where competitors like the Honda CB1100 focus more on nostalgia and comfort, or the Yamaha XSR 900 on lightweight performance, the Z1100 RS aims right down the middle. It's aggressive but elegant, muscular but modern, and loaded with both charm and punch. It doesn't feel like a part-spin rehash of older bikes. It feels like Kawasaki reimagined its own legacy from scratch. Another standout feature is the attention to detail in build quality and materials. The switchgear is top-notch, the paint quality is immaculate, and the brushed metal accents around the engine, exhaust, and instrument bezel give the bike an upscale, bespoke feel. Even the LED lighting has been tuned for warmth and tone to evoke that old-school halogen glow, without sacrificing brightness or visibility. Fuel economy, while not its strongest suit, is decent for a bike of this displacement. You can expect an average of 17 to 19 km/h under mixed riding conditions, thanks to smart mapping and efficient combustion. The 17-liter tank gives you a practical range of around 300 kilometers, which is more than enough for weekend road trips or daily commuting. The 2026 Kawasaki Z1100 RS is priced at approximately $13,999, placing it squarely in the upper tier of retro performance motorcycles. While it's not cheap, you're not just paying for horsepower or specs, you're investing in heritage, craftsmanship, and emotional appeal. In markets like Europe and Asia, local pricing may vary slightly, but Kawasaki is clearly positioning the Z1100 RS as a flagship in the retro naked category. Customization is another area where the Z1100 RS shines. Kawasaki is offering a suite of factory accessories, including a cafe-tilde copyright-style front fairing, luggage options, performance exhausts, bar and mirrors, and seat upgrades. For riders who want to lean into either the vintage cafe-tilde copyright look or modern sport touring functionality, the Z1100 RS is a versatile platform that adapts to a wide range of styles. In terms of competition, its main rivals include the Triumph Speed Twin 1200, BMW R9 and Honda CB1000R Neo Sports Cafe-tilde copyright. Each of those machines has its own unique appeal, but the Z1100 RS carves out a niche for itself with its rich Kawasaki DNA and sharp, refined execution. It feels more raw and rider-focused than the Speed Twin, more agile than the R9, and more soulful than the CB1000R. What Kawasaki has managed to do with the Z1100 RS is rare. It's built a machine that appeals equally to older riders who remember the original Zs, and younger enthusiasts looking for something different from the hyper-naked crowd. It's a motorcycle that brings emotion back into riding without compromising on modern safety and performance. Ultimately, the 2026 Kawasaki Z1100 RS is more than the sum of its parts. It's a symbol of Kawasaki's confidence in its history and its future. Whether you're cruising downtown streets, tackling mountain passes, or just staring at it in your garage, the Z1100 RS delivers an experience that's hard to quantify, but easy to fall in love with. For riders who crave performance with personality and a motorcycle that stirs the soul as much as it excites the senses, the Z1100 RS is not just a smart choice, it's a legendary one reborn.